Hey guys, so I have another video for you, and this is my flawless glowy skin look inspired by Miss J-Lo herself, and the hair is also inspired by her as well. Like, she has that nice flowy beach wavy short bob hair going on right now, and I really love it. So first we're going to jump in with our foundation. I'm going to use the Tarte Amazonian Clay Foundation, and I'm using the shade Deep Sand. I really like this foundation because it's definitely full coverage in my opinion. I think it's more on the full coverage side, and also because it's really good for oily skin. So if you have oily skin, this is a really good option for foundation, and it spreads out like a charm. Now I'm going to take, I believe it's going to be Heavenly Honey by Black Opal. I'm going to use that to highlight. And I'm going to use my It Cosmetics Airbrush Concealer brush to apply it first. Just applying it into all the areas where I want to highlight. I'm not going for a super dramatic highlight today. I'm just going to kind of keep it kind of subtle. Believe it or not, you know, I'm just dabbing into that color, not a whole lot. Now I'm going to take another Black Opal foundation, and this is going to be, I believe, Warm Hazelnut. I'm going to leave the names in the video somewhere, and that's going to be used to contour. These aren't the regular stick foundations that I have into this palette. I actually have the ones that are in the compacts, and they're the Perfecting Powder foundations, which are better for oily skin. I like this a whole lot because if you saw me in person, like, it kills all of my other videos. I'm so surprised that I haven't used this in a long time because it looked that good in the mirror and, you know, on me, and it felt amazing. It was super lightweight. So definitely look into the Black Opal Perfecting Powder makeup. I'm going to make a link down below for you to look at them to show you exactly which ones I'm talking about. I'm just using my beauty blender to blend out everything, highlight and the contour as well. I'm going to take a little bit more of that Heavenly Honey, and I'm just going to use the concealer brush and just take that down the center of my nose and pat at it just a little bit. Like, my face is so flawless today. Yes, I love it more than I love the Anastasia. Okay, so I'm taking my Airspun translucent powder. This is what they use for the drag queens, and you can definitely use it too. I'm using the translucent one. I'm applying that first, and then I'm going to take a little bit of the Midnight Banana powder and I'm going to put directly on top of it, because the translucent powder does kind of give me a white cast. So I use the Midnight Banana powder to bring back in some color and give me a little yellow into my skin. And I let this sit the whole entire time that I'm doing my eyeshadow. I don't know what song was on, but I was, you know, I was getting it, voguing and all that stuff too as well. Now I'm going to take, this is going to be Layin Low Paint Pot by Mac. And I'm apply that on my lids as my primer. Use my finger to kind of blend it out and make sure that it's all nice and smooth. Then I'm going to take this NYX Ultimate Eyeshadow Palette. This is the warm shades. I'm going to take that color and I'm going to put that as my transition shade. And I'm going to go into that like probably about 2 or 3 times to make sure that it's very pigmented. These are pigmented, but it just kind of has like that loose eyeshadow kind of feel. So you definitely have to make sure that you don't, you know, just go straight in. Just kind of blow your brush off a little bit so you don't have all that fallout. Then I took that warm orangey shade and I'm putting that into my crease, but a little bit lower than that first one. I'm using one brush for my eyeshadow today. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, I did it. Now I'm taking that coppery shade and I'm applying that all over my lid. And I really believe this brush is like really awesome for, you know, making sure that all the colors just fade in seamlessly. This is just like the Sigma brush and the MAC brush, the 224 brush, and the Sigma, I believe it's E40 brush. Super awesome. Now I'm just taking this brush and blowing all that off my face, the setting powder. I'm going to take this Black Radiance foundation and warm up my skin first. and kind of use it as a contour, but it's mainly to kind of bronze it or warm it up a little bit. I'm using a Real Technique, I believe it's the contour brush. Now I'm going to take that same powder, and I'm going to use it to contour. I have been really loving the shade to contour my nose. I asked some of everybody what they use to contour their nose, and you know, nothing just completely works for me, but I'm in love with this shade right here for my nose contour. It looks freaking bomb, especially in my Snapchat filters. It looks amazing, if I do say so myself. Now I'm going to take another Black Radiance powder, and you can see I've hit pan. I would probably be done with it if I could do my makeup every day, but I can't. And this is the Ebony in Black Radiance, and I'm just going to further contour, I was about to say contour my face. My face is like literally beat. It's so beat. So beat. I've had that Tarte foundation forever, but I don't know, like you go with the flow of like what's going on and what's the new it thing, and you get lost in it and you forget about the shit that really works. Okay, so I'm gonna take this Mineralized Skinfinish in dark, and I'm just gonna basically apply that all over my face, just making sure all of my stuff just is seamless. There's no little cuts or demarcations or anything like that, no lines. Everything's really smooth and brought together. Now I'm going to take Desert Road Blush by NYX Cosmetics and go ham with it basically. If you know me, like, you know, I love some blush, and blush is like the first thing to leave your face. So if you start off with, you know, a little bit more extra blush, like when you spray your face, it'll still be there basically. Now I'm going back to an old love thing that I have, and this is the Peach Nectar Illuminator by Anastasia. I used to rock this like all the freaking time. Like I'm just pulling out my old stunners, you know. And I did wet my brush before I applied this illuminator. See how bomb that is? And it's actually really subtle. It's like completing my skin, like it's, you know, complementing. I would say completing. Don't laugh at me. Don't laugh at me. It's like 12-16. Yeah, of course, you know, you go ham with that. Now I'm going to go back to that palette and a pencil brush. And I'm going to apply this underneath my lower lash line using 2 of the shadows. And that's going to be my second one. Use that dark burgundy one. Now I'm going to use the orangey shade. Go directly over top of it and a little bit lower. I'm doing a no lash thing today. I just put mascara on and like lined my eyes with a little black liner because my camera, like, it didn't die, it just got overheated, so that's why it's not in there. And this is MAC's Chestnut Liner. If you don't have MAC Chestnut, where's your life? Like, go get your life, because this is a must-have brown liner for you. Don't get me wrong, I still love like my NYX brown or espresso liner, but MAC Chestnut is the shit. Anywho, now this is ABH's Dusty Rose liquid lipstick, and I really like, when I look at this, I love it by itself. Like, I completely love it by itself, but I decided to add gloss, so I added Anastasia's Kristen gloss on top of that. And off camera, I actually added like a butter lip gloss by NYX Cosmetics, and it was like even more bomb, but I still like the matte look. We can't get over this matte look. But this is the finished look. If you are feeling this glowy, soft, nice and fresh, J-Lo inspired look, make sure you hit that thumbs up button for me. Tell me that you love this by hitting that like button. I'll see you next time in my next video, and thank you so much for watching.